Hi, I'm Shelly McMurtry, founder of FirstInHerMind.com. And I want to tell you a story, and this is actually very important for any man, because this morning I received a call from a good friend of mine. And she started dating a man, I'd say about 4 months ago, and it sounded, up until this morning that everything was going quite well. They had taken some great day trips together, gone to some good dinners. She always told me about how he was confident, charming, witty, comical, pretty much all the, good remarks that, any man would want a woman to say about him. Well, I guess last night they went out and went on a date, went to a steakhouse, had a couple of glasses of wine, and I guess he had one too many, got a little intoxicated. They came back to her place, and what was going to be an enjoyable romantic evening kind of turned into him having a meltdown and a man-child temper tantrum and turning into a whiny butt nugget. And so he proceeded to make all kinds of accusatory remarks and complain about various things and tell her how she was wrong about doing this or whatnot, things that had never bothered him before, but in his intoxicated state, suddenly he thought that they were concerns that he should bring up and address. So they ended up getting into a fight. So she calls me this morning and she's going over all this, and she's kind of baffled by, oh my gosh, here I finally thought I had met a sane man that had a decent job, that, we were having fun together. He goes out, has one too many glasses of wine, and turns into an emotional butt nugget. Oh, great. So we were talking about this, but then she said something, and that's why I wanted to tell you this story. She said something that was very interesting, and it really made a good point, which I already knew, but this really demonstrates the importance of it. She said, Shelly, our sex has always been good, but when I woke up this morning after that fight last night, I started thinking about it, and he's really not even that big. But I was always so charmed by his personality and his strong persona and this character that he was, that it didn't bother me. I honestly didn't even think about it until I woke up this morning and I looked at him as just an average man, like any man I've ever been out with before, that threw this emotional temper tantrum and acted like a complete butt nugget. And all of a sudden I realized he really doesn't even have that big of a And so I started thinking about that, and even though I know this and I've talked to my readers about it before, her story really demonstrated the importance of it. She thought of him, even in bed, even the size of his penis, as larger because of his character and his persona. But when he threw the emotional temper tantrum and started the name calling and the finger pointing and whatnot, boom, suddenly she looked at him as different. He lost that character and persona, and she realized, gee, he's really not that big. Now, that's important for all men to realize. You can overcome a size issue by character and persona alone, as long as you don't break that strong character and persona. And if you do go into an emotional temper tantrum with a woman, she's going to lose respect for you. So I think that's a really important story. I just wanted to share that because becoming the whole man, becoming that refined, classy, confident, secure whole man is vitally important. And it's going to help you in so many aspects, no matter your size, but especially if you are on the small side, you know what? It doesn't matter, because your character and persona can actually cover up for that. And I think that that story demonstrates that perfectly. So I just had to share that. Have a wonderful day. This is Shelly McMurtry, FirstInHerMind.com. Thank you.